Hi, it's Joe Paone with CE Week TV, and I'm not leaving the building right now, but I am in a vehicle. I'm with Harry Kroll from Pioneer Electronics. How are you doing, Harry?
I'm doing great, Joe. Thanks for dropping by the booth.
Oh, my pleasure. So what do you have to show us today?
I want to show you one of Pioneer's latest in-dash radios. This is called AVIC 8100 NEX. This is, so you understand, this is an aftermarket radio. So we got this car from Scion. We took the radio out, the factory radio out, and replaced it with a Pioneer in-dash radio. It's an AM, FM, CD, and DVD player with many different sources like HD radio and satellite radio, SD card source. But one of the cool things that it does is it also works with Apple CarPlay and it works with Android Auto. And I'd love to do a demonstration of both of those things for you.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's start off with Apple CarPlay. All I have to do is take my iPhone 5 or 6 and plug it in, and you'll see CarPlay comes up on the screen of my phone. And in a couple of seconds, we'll see CarPlay come up on the dash, on the radio. So now really my phone is kind of locked out at this point. And everything that I want to do in my car with my phone, like make phone calls, listen to music, get directions, or even I can do text messaging by voice as well and hear those messages by voice. So let's do a couple of demonstrations. First, we'll send a text message.
Would you like to hear your unread messages or create a new one?
Send a text message to Felonious. How about lunch today?
Your message to Felonious says, how about lunch today? Ready to send it?
Yes.
Done.
So we sent a text message off to Felonious, but you see the phone never lights up, and so you don't want to look at it. There's nothing that really happens on the screen, so you don't want to look at it. Everything is done by voice. We can do the same thing with phone calls or music or getting directions.
Very cool.
So that is Apple's version of this in-car connected car system. It's called Apple CarPlay. But there's one for Android as well. So all I have to do, I'm going to unplug my Apple phone, my iPhone, and I'm going to tell the system to now talk to an Android phone. And here's Android Auto on my screen. So we just switched between CarPlay and Android Auto. Now Android works things just a little differently. You don't see the big icons on the screen, but you do everything by voice. So for example, what do you say we go to the airport? Navigate to JFK Airport.
Navigating to John F. Kennedy International Airport.
So we open up Google Maps automatically, create a route to go there, tells us we're going to get there in about an hour or so. Let's do a kind of a Google search that you can do while in the car and you never have to look at the screen. First, I'm going to ask about the weather in Washington, D.C. Then I'm going to ask about the zoo, but I won't say the zoo in D.C. So watch how Google stitches things together for us while we're driving. What's the weather like today in Washington, D.C.?
Today's forecast for Washington is 84 degrees with heavy rain.
Oh, kind of a crummy day in D.C. What are the hours for the zoo?
Smithsonian National Zoological Park is open until 6 p.m.
So it automatically understood that we were talking about the zoo in D.C. from our previous conversation, drops a marker on the map for us right here. We can drive there in 4 hours and some change or give them a call.
Amazing.
I think it's pretty slick stuff.
Yeah. Well, Harry, thanks for your time, and thanks for giving me a seat for a few minutes at this very busy show.
It is busy. Thanks for dropping by, Joe.
Thanks.